Parrying is a really underrated mechanic, so in this video I'll cover what parry is and every move you should be using it against. Parry lets you predict your opponent, and if you guess their timing, you get a free punish. There's a high and low parry. This means if your opponent is a low, you have to low parry it. High parry won't do anything and vice versa. Parrying costs 1 meter, but if you land it, it refunds you with a bit of extra meter. Let's talk about every move you should be parrying. A lot of Ahris like to delay S2 in their block strings. If they do that, you can parry it. If they do S1 or the follow-up to it, you can parry that for a full punish. S2 is parryable on reaction. They usually try to finish block string with this. The hook is also reactable, but you should just jump, it's easier and more rewarding. For Braum, every heavy follow-up is parryable. If they try to go straight from a medium to 6H, that has a gap, don't let them get away with that. You can also parry the overhead if they try to sneak it in their pressure. Darius isn't anything new, everyone should know by now that you can parry his hook and his S2 follow-up. You can parry the last hit of Take a Break to not deal with the cross-up. To not get mixed, you can also parry the overhead. While difficult to react, it's better and easier than to just block it. Other than that, Ekko is tricky, since he can bait out your parry. You can in theory parry his charge S2 and his S2 follow-up. But he can rewind, baiting it, so be careful with those. Lastly for Ekko, lots of Ekkos love doing super to catch you mashing. But if you wait and mash parry, you punish him by building level 3 from at least half meter. Her overhead is reactable. You've always loved to do charge ground pound full screen. You can well parry it on reaction. Since she is so far away, she doesn't get stunned by the parry, but you are still plus 46, so you can get a punish. When she activates a tentacle with her S1, there's a gap for you to parry the tentacle. You can try to parry her super, but be careful since she can hit you with a low or a throw at any point. Just like everyone else, her overhead is reactable with parry. You can parry the machine gun by mashing parry. This doesn't guarantee a punish, but it builds tons of meter. Jinx doesn't have that much punishable by parry, but you can still parry all of her projectiles just for meter gain. As an extra tip against her, if the chompers grab onto you, there's a gap for you to parry them before the explosion. Teemo is the same as Jinx, most parries are for projectiles. But there is some more stuff. If Teemo does a block string and gets a bit too far from you, he leaves a gap for you to parry the slingshot or spin on reaction. If you block the super, the last dart always leaves a gap for you to parry, just for a bit more of advantage in neutral. If possible, parry the first hit of his super, then jump to deal with less chip damage, or actually punish him if your character can. Her overhead is parryable on reaction. The last hit of S2 is always a guaranteed parry. Vi sometimes do charge medium electric when pressuring, so try to react to that. Warwick only really has his overhead that's parryable on reaction, and even that is hard to do since he can jump cancel it. Both his grounded and aerial cross-up can be parried. And while less rewarding, you can parry his S1 in the wind wall. Other than character specific, you can parry every charge move in the game, since it gives you tons of time to react. Watch out for Warwick's charge heavy, since he can charge it longer than the rest of the characters. You can also parry assists, but be careful with those since tagging cancels the move. I hope this video helped you. Is there any move that you parry that I missed in this video? Let me know and go have fun playing 2xKO.